And in business news, the Vice President, Senator Shettima, has restated the unwavering commitment of the administration of President Bola Tinubu in addressing the core challenge of food security in the country, especially tackling the menace of malnutrition. The Vice President said a strengthened collaboration with global bodies and other key stakeholders would go a long way in supporting the efforts of both federal and state authorities. Senator Shettima disclosed this when he received a delegation from the World Food Programme led by its Executive Director, Mrs. Cindy McCain. In her remarks, the Executive Director, World Food Programme, Mrs. McCain, said she is in the country with a team to explore areas of further collaboration between Nigeria and the World Food Programme in the view of addressing challenges faced by Nigerian people.
We visited the North yesterday and were able to see firsthand what's needed, but also we talked about a long-term strategy to help Nigeria feed its population and help them help themselves too. So it was a very good discussion. He's very charming and lovely, and he certainly is very supportive of what the World Food Programme does. School feedings is something that he mentioned, and his support of school feedings and how he wants to get started.
While again, the Vice President has affirmed federal government's commitment to foster a stronger relationship with the private sector to drive Nigeria's economic growth and industrialization. He said this again while addressing the visiting team of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group ahead of the 30th summit. The Vice President noted that the government policies are designed to create an environment where businesses can thrive. Vice President Shettima also emphasized the role of the private sector in driving the industrialization and job creation agenda of President Bola Tinubu's administration.
We came here to brief the Vice President on the upcoming Nigerian Economic Summit, the 30th anniversary, or the 30th summit, which will occur next week. And we came to solicit his support and to invite him formally and present to him documentation regarding both the summit theme, which is Collaborative Action for Growth, Competitiveness and Stability, as well as briefing materials and the program, which includes a significant amount of both workshops as well as plenary sessions where there will be dialogue about all the various aspects of government activity and support from the private sector to drive those. The expectation is still for the outcome to be largely economic growth. That's what we all want. We want to see double-digit growth. This government has indicated that that is their agenda. We would like to support and put in place all the necessary tools and policies that will allow government to be able to achieve that. He was fully in support of the economic summit and indicated that he would participate to the fullest of his capabilities.
Meanwhile, the Securities and Exchange Commission says Nigeria has emerged as a key player in the crypto markets, particularly in the peer-to-peer transactions. The Director General of SEC, Dr. Emitomi Agama, said this during the opening of the 2024 International Organization of Securities Commission's World Investors Week in Lagos. The event themed Technology and Digital Assets, Cryptocurrency and Sustainable Finance. SEC-DG, represented by the Executive Commissioner of Operations, the Commission, Mr. Bola Ajomale, said the crypto markets remained highly volatile and investors' protection was paramount. He said SEC has developed and released frameworks for regulation virtual asset services providers. According to him, the regulator shall continue to address risks such as fraud, money laundering, and market manipulation, while also fostering innovation in a safe and transparent manner. Well, Chinese stocks roared back from a week-long break and climbed to their highest levels in more than 2 years at the open, but lost steam after officials failed to inspire confidence in stimulus plans intended to turn around the economy. But Hong Kong Hang Seng Index, projected to be the top-performing major market this year by its sharpest week-long rally in a generation, closed 9.4% lower, its heaviest fall since 2008. The Shanghai Composite rose 4.6% higher. Blue chip CSR 300 rose 5.9%. Big moves, but well-off gains of more than 18% seen early in the roller coaster day, where turnover hit a record 3.45 trillion yuan. That's about $489 billion US. A U.S. judge has ordered Google to overhaul its mobile app business to give Android users more options to download apps and to pay for transactions within them. Following a jury's verdict last year for Fortnite maker Epic Games, the injunction by the U.S. District Judge James Donato in San Francisco outlined the changes Google must undertake to open up its lucrative app store, Play, to greater competition, including making Android apps available from rival sources. The judge's order said for 3 years, Google cannot prohibit the use of in-app payment methods and must allow users to download competing third-party Android apps, platforms, or stores. The order restricts Google from making payments to device makers or to pre-install its app store, and also from sharing revenue generated from the Play Store and other app distributors. Google, in a statement, said it will appeal the verdict that led to the injunction to the San Francisco-based Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, and will ask the U.S. courts to post Donato's order pending appeal. Foxconn Technology Group is building in Mexico world's largest manufacturing facility for bundling NVIDIA's superchip maker, a key component of the U.S. firm's next-generation Blackwell family computing platform. Foxconn, the world's largest contract electronic manufacturer and known as Apple's biggest iPhone assembler, has been benefiting from the artificial intelligence boom as it assembles servers used to process AI works. NVIDIA said in August that it had started shipping Blackwell samples to its partners and customers after tweaking its design, and expected several $1 billion in revenue from these chips in the fourth quarter. Foxconn Senior Vice President for the Cloud Enterprise Solutions Business Group, Benjamin Ting, said the partnership between his company and NVIDIA is very important, and everyone is asking for NVIDIA's Blackwell platform. Foxconn already has a large manufacturing presence in Mexico and has invested more than $500 million to date in the state of Chihuahua. Crude oil prices declined today with concerns over potential oil supply disruptions, easing as the market still awaits an Israeli response to the Iranian rocket attacks last week, which, of course, triggered a response, the crude oil rally. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude is selling at $75.62 with a downward margin of 1.97%, I beg your pardon. Brent is down 1.88% to sell at $7.41 per barrel. Bonnie Light sells for $78.62 with a downward review of 2.84%. And for the OPEC basket, dealers offer $77.66 per barrel with an upward price review of 3.68%. Well, that's the news at this hour. I'll see you at the top of the hour for Business Nigeria. Next is Sports.